watching NTA, Nigerian Television Authority.
On the news tonight, federal government approves 5 billion naira, 5 trucks of rice for each state as fuel subsidy removal palliatives. Plus, Federal High Court strikes out 2-count charge on firearms possession by suspended CBN governor. A very good evening to you, and it's good to have you join us on News at 7 on NT Lagos Channel 10. I am Hannah Oluwatoki. We begin with some cheering news. The National Economic Council has approved for each state of the Federation 5 billion naira and 5 trucks of rice as palliative to cushion the effects of fuel subsidy. Details of these will come subsequently. This was disclosed at today's National Economic Council meeting, the third since its inauguration by President Bola Tinubu. Details, like we said, will come subsequently. Moving on, a federal high court sitting in Lagos has struck out the 2-count charge bordering on possession of firearms and live ammunition preferred against the suspended governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele. Lack of diligent prosecution, Adiola Komiakere reports.
While delivering his final ruling on the matter concerning the suspended governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, Justice Nicholas Orebo noted that the conduct of the prosecuting counsel shows that they do not have respect for the rule of law or obey court judgments. Justice Orebo therefore concluded that it is only fair to keep the integrity of the court intact and struck out the charges as it lacks diligence and sufficient prosecution. Former Attorney General and Commissioner of Food Justice of the state speaks on the ruling and its implications.
To my mind, it was a good decision to make, because if he had refused to strike out the charge and followed the line of thinking of the defense to insist that certain things be done by the prosecution before the charge could be withdrawn, he rightly observed that they would not prosecute the case, and at the end of the day, he would end up striking it out for want of diligent prosecution and lack of evidence.
Meanwhile, the federal government has filed a 20-count charge against the suspended CBN governor. In Lagos, Adiola Komiakere, NTA News.
In the same vein, Lagos State government will continue to invest in sustainable initiatives that will support resilience in public infrastructure with a view to mitigating the impact of climate across the state. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu stated this at annual summit of Association of Retired Heads of Service and Permanent Secretaries in Lagos. Musa Toliet has the details.
Has continued to threaten human existence with persistent sea level rise, increased flooding, extreme heat, increased food and water scarcity, and economic losses. For a state said to be a low-lying city on the nation's Atlantic coast, Lagos has been grappling with incessant flooding during rainy season. The need to chart a new course towards mitigating the impact of climate change necessitated the discussion at this forum. What is Lagos State government doing about climate change? Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is represented by his deputy. The environmental impact of the new refinery and poor waste management in the state are also raising concerns.
One of the areas we need to touch is drainage. A lot needs to be done. The new refinery set up in Lekki, in Etiosa, should be seriously looked into. There should be no gas just being wasted.
The government leverages on the outcome of this annual summit to shape policy formulation in the states. In Lagos, Musa Toliat, NTA News.
You're still watching News at 7 on NTA Lagos Channel 10. More to come after this time out. Please don't go away.
In collaboration with Rataun Lagos State Council and Lagos State Sports Commission presents
I think every time you get a boss, you have to play draft. Every time you and Sadiq, that's when I'm going to disturb me for backyard. You don't reach now. The first Lagos State International Draft Competition game don't start.
the first prize is 3 million naira, the second prize 2 billion naira, and the third prize is 1 million naira.
No sharps too much to make neighbor know here. You better run now. Go take your own ticket now. Go buy your own now. Now just 3,000 naira.
To purchase your ticket, go to www.windraftgame.com or directly from all local government areas in Lagos State, Avia Ticket, and many other ticket agencies. TRS, join the fun.
Glad to have you back. It was a joyous occasion filled with pomp and pageantry as Command Day Secondary School Ikeja, Lagos, held its annual valedictory service, speech and prize-giving ceremony. Our correspondent witnessed the colorful event and now reports.
Honor Major General Bello Hoho emphasized that the institution is committed to providing the right ambience and infrastructure that will produce the best quality of academic performance and character in the students.
The right thing, no matter how. With Bello's capacity, competency, and the mind to go outside of themselves. What we need to do is go outside there, dream it, believe it, to achieve it.
The Commandant, Lieutenant Colonel C.B. Obida, who expressed his delight at the outstanding performance of the graduating students, mentioned that the institution will continue to be relentless in the pursuit of excellence and upholding high moral ideals.
I want to encourage them and strongly urge them to be very resilient, to be very focused. As long as you nurture it with consistent repetition and hard work, of course, there's nothing that is unachievable.
The guest speaker, Mr. Feladuro Toye, while congratulating the students and school management on their sterling performance, pointed that Nigerian students are endowed to be the best anywhere in the world.
Nigerian students, everywhere you give them the best teachers and you give them the best facilities, whether especially outside Nigeria, they are always in the top.
High point of the event were the cutting of the cake and presentation of awards to deserving students. Some of the students and parents at the event commended the school for the outstanding success recorded.
I praise God for everybody that contributed to my success, and we thank God.
If you really want it, not just want it, if you really want it, you work hard towards it.
All the teachers here, they are really doing well. Irrespective that the children are so many, I'm also a teacher. It can be so demanding, when you have to deal with a large class. But they are able to pull through, help these children. It is great. They are doing well. I also give it to them.
The school, which was founded in 1981, runs both day and boarding facilities. The best students in the sciences, commercial, and arts were Robert Fajimi Jason, Obefo Favor, and Ebon Anyekan, who doubles as the overall best graduating students. In Lagos,
Up next is entertainment scene. Ira stars setting back and first world tour as Asake shares visuals of its single. These and more on entertainment news as we join Isabella Chukwudole.
To embark on her first world tour since making her debut in 2021. Ira Star has taken the music world by storm through her music and charm, which has seen her become one of the top 10 most streamed Afrobeat artists of all time on Spotify. The Gen Z princess, as she is fondly called, is embarking on her first world tour, TAG 21. The world tour is in sync with her current age. The tour will span 3 continents, America, Africa, and Europe, with the North American leg of the tour focusing on the United States and Canada. The top 10 countries streaming Arya Star's song according to Spotify are United States of America, France, United Kingdom, Nigeria, Netherlands, Germany, Canada, Sweden, South Africa, Kenya. It is therefore understandable that almost all these countries are parts of the destinations listed on her tour. Meanwhile, Asake has shared the visuals for his hit single Lonely at the Top. After shocking the Nigerian music industry with his unprecedented run of hits in 2022, Asake wasted no time building on the momentum in 2023 as he released his sophomore album titled Work of Art. When Asake dropped his second album in just under 10 months, it was a testament to his surreal rise and the momentum that has seen him dominate the industry in unprecedented fashion. Work of Art delivered notable hit singles with the high life-infused record Lonely at the Top, becoming a surprise fan favorite. After spending 5 straight weeks at the summit of Turntable, Sir Michael, a former journalist, was one of the British television's most famous faces through his talk show Parkinson, which initially ran on the BBC from 1971 to 1982. He relaunched the show in 1998 before it moved to ITV in 2004, remaining on air until he retired the program in 2007. And that is it on Entertainment News. I am Isabella Chukwudogbe.
Away from entertainment scene, it was a family affair setting when Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu received some members of the female national team, the Super Falcons, led by Barcelona sensational forward Asisat Oshoala in Lagos. Musa Toliat completes the report.
Although only 3 players who are residents in Lagos made the trip to the State House, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu was elated to receive them. The Super Falcon players are Asisat Oshoala, Rashidat Ajibade, and Monday Gift. Governor Sanwo-Olu thanked them for representing the country well and displaying the resilient spirit that Nigerians are known for in any sphere of life.
So all of you are going to speak. Okay, that's good.
The visit was more of a chit-chat between the governor and the members of the Super Falcons. In a bid to reciprocate the kind gesture and warm reception in the State House, the players took turns to present their respective customized club jerseys to the governor. Signing of autograph and group photograph marked the end of the visit by the members of the Super Falcons to the State House. In Lagos, Musa Toliat, NTA News.
For reports from the foreign scene, let's join Christiana Tomoloju.
People were feathered after a boat carrying migrants was found off Cape Verde in West Africa. 38 people, including children, were rescued, with photos showing them being held ashore, some on stretchers on the highland of Shah. Almost all those on board the boat, which was at sea for over a month, are thought to have been from Senegal. Cape Verde officials have called for global action on migration to help prevent further loss of life. The wooden Piogo-style boat was seen almost 320 kilometers offshore, a part of Cape Verde, by a Spanish fishing boat, which then alerted authorities, police said. The survivors included 4 children aged between 12 and 16, a spokesperson for the International Organization of Migration said. The survivors may have ended up in Cape Verde, but it was almost certainly not their intended destination. Meanwhile, heavy rain in parts of Germany caused flooding and led to dozens of flight cancellations at Frankfurt Airport. The country is a major European hub, authorities said. The airport reported that large quantities of water accumulated on the tarmac Wednesday evening, and ground handling was suspended for more than 2 hours, German news agency DPA reported. The airport website showed that about 70 flights were cancelled by 11 p.m. when flying was ordinarily altered for the night, while 23 flights headed for Frankfurt was diverted other airports. Downpours in parts of southwestern and central Germany led to flooded basements and streets. In Gelsenkirchen, in the western Ruhr district, the fire service said people were rescued from their cars, with several highway underpasses were underwater. And that's on Family News. I am Christiana Tomoloju.
On that note, we conclude the news at 7 on Lagos Channel 10. Benga Oloyede is standing by for the Yoruba translation of the news. Good evening. I am Hanuluapo Eluatuki.
Ẹ kú àṣálẹ́, ẹ sì kú dédé àsìkò yìí. Àkójọpọ̀ ìròyìn ló ń dé sí tí ìgbọ̀yìn láti ilé-iṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìjọba àpapọ̀ tó wà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Gbénga Olóyèdè ni oníròyìn, ìròyìn rèé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ àpapọ̀ tó mójútó ètò ọrọ̀ ajé lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà ti ní ìfọwọ́sí owó bílíọ̀nù 5 náírà àti gbígba ìrẹsì inú ọkọ̀ ńlá 5 fún ṣíṣe ìrànlọ́wọ́ dídínkù ìpalára tí yíyọ owó ìrànwọ́ epo pẹtiróòlù fà káàkiri àwọn ìpínlẹ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Ìgbésẹ̀ náà ló jẹ́ ọ̀kan pàtàkì tó fojú hàn lónìí níbi ìpàdé tàwọn ìgbìmọ̀ tó mójútó ètò ọrọ̀ ajé tó jẹ́ ìkẹta ìpàdé tí wọ́n ṣe pẹ̀lú ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu láti ìgbà tí wọ́n ti ṣe ètò àgbàwọlé ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà sí orí àga ìṣèjọba. Ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó yóò máa tẹ̀síwájú ìdókòwò jíjẹ́ olùgbọ̀wọ́ ìpilẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tí yóò jẹ́ olùrànlọ́wọ́ fún àwọn àgbékalẹ̀ iṣẹ́ ìgboro pẹ̀lú wíwo ọ̀nà dídínkù ipa ojú ọjọ́ káàkiri agbègbè ìlú Èkó. Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Babájídé Sanwó-Olú ló gbé gbólóhùn ọ̀rọ̀ náà kalẹ̀ níbi ètò àpérò ọlọ́dọọdún táwọn olórí ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì ní ẹ̀ka òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba àti àwọn akọ̀wé àgbà ní ẹ̀ka ìṣèjọba ìlú Èkó. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Musa Toliat tó mú ìròyìn wá sọ wípé àyípadà ojú ọjọ́ ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní dẹ́rùba ìgbé ayé ẹ̀dá pẹ̀lú ìfarahàn àpọ̀jù omi òkun àti ọ̀pọ̀ omíyalé àgbàráyà ṣọ́ọ̀bù pẹ̀lú ooru àti bí ó ṣe ń fa ọ̀wọ́n gógó omi àti fún pípàdánù ètò okòwò. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bí wọ́n ṣe sọ wípé ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ní kékeré òkè sí bèbè alábàlúgbò ìṣọ̀ omi òkun láàrin àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè. Èyí ló túbọ̀ mú kí ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó kún fún ọ̀pọ̀ omíyalé àgbàráyà ṣọ́ọ̀bù ní àsìkò òjò wẹ́líwẹ́lí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìdí pàtàkì tí ó fi yẹ láti dínkù ipa ojú ọjọ́ ọ̀hún ló ṣokùnfà àpérò kíkan ní dandan ètò ìjíròrò níbi àpérò tí igbákejì gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ṣe aṣojú fún gómìnà Babájídé Sanwó-Olú láti gbé ìlànà kalẹ̀ tí yóò túbọ̀ mójútó ipa ojú ọjọ́. Ayẹyẹ inú mi dùn ayọ̀ mi kún mo kàwé yege ló farahàn níbi ètò ọlọ́dọọdún iléèwé girama ti Command Day Secondary School ní àsìkò tí iléèwé girama ọ̀hún ṣe ètò ìjọsìn ṣíṣe àpọ́nlé àti àyẹ́tí àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ iléèwé ọ̀hún tí wọ́n tó gbangba sùn lọ́yẹ nínú ètò ìlànà ẹ̀kọ́ wọn nípa fífún wọn ní ẹ̀bùn pàtàkì tó tọ́ sí wọn níbi ayẹyẹ ọ̀hún. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Àánúolúkúwápọ̀ Olúwatókí tó ṣe àkójọpọ̀ ètò ayẹyẹ ọ̀hún sọ wípé àlejò pàtàkì níbi ètò náà Ajagun Bello tó tẹnumọ́ wípé ẹ̀ka iléèwé náà ló jẹ́ ọ̀kan nínú èyí tí wọ́n ń sa gbogbo ipá àti agbára wọn láti túbọ̀ pèsè ààyè àti agbègbè tó jọjú fún ẹ̀ka iléèwé ọ̀hún tí yóò túbọ̀ mú kí iléèwé náà ní àwọn ètò ìlànà ìkẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tí yóò pèsè àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tí ó ní ìwà tó jọjú tí wọ́n lè fi yangàn níbi gbogbo. Bákan náà, nínú ọ̀rọ̀ tí ajagun CB Obida tó pọ̀ fi ìdùnnú ọkàn rẹ̀ hàn lórí àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ iléèwé tí wọ́n kàwé yege, fọwọ́sọ̀yà wípé ẹkùn iléèwé náà yóò túbọ̀ tẹ̀síwájú iṣẹ́ takuntakun wọn láti rí wípé iléèwé náà di ọ̀kan àmúyangàn láwùjọ. Agbẹnusọ níbi ètò náà ọ̀gbẹ́ni Fẹlá Dúrótoyè ní ìgbà tó ń sọ méní méjì ọ̀rọ̀ níbi ètò ọ̀hún túbọ̀ gbé òṣùbà sàdánkátà fún ìdáwọ́lé ìkẹ́kọ̀ọ́ yege táwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ iléèwé náà, gígé àkà èèbó àti gbígba ẹ̀bùn àpọ́nlé àti ṣíṣe àpọ́nlé àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó mú ipò tó jọjú ló jẹ́ ọ̀kan nínú ayẹyẹ ọ̀hún. Iléèwé ọ̀hún ni wọ́n fìdí rẹ̀ kalẹ̀ ní ọdún 1981. Tọ́ àsùnjì lórúkọ àṣálẹ́ ìní Jésù tó Moses ti wà níkàlẹ̀ láti mú ìyókù ròyìn wá fún èdè ògùn. Gbẹ̀ngà Olóyèdè ń kì í èrè o.
Me kudo wajaye, me kudo torido, me kudo asimu kwa bodo meji son NTA. Jesu ton Moses wenino. O aisisi o torukun bele toto gbe ko do alo eme do aimate do polopo ledo togbo Nigeria ton ni ode ye ya kwe so naira liver aton ere mi billion aton mo kere o lezi di money kun eyin ohun dagbaho me de tela aton ni sisedo aimate do po me ere wa fo de he aisi lo bayi eyin aisi mo ko ton atonton o ye bayi to boga bala Tinubu ko ze o pelo do ayite mo kere o to telo wonu e do yado aforide wo ina do mo do go alo na to me le na ni do pa wona ye na o nu he no ha mo he ti so gbonu tin mo godo na kwe idogo ami kwe ko ye de ko do o to ka he wa na o to me le ledo to bo Nigeria to me o well do hwe da o to bo to ro aisin bayi to àwọn ni matema file we ko donu gbo we yiro me he yiro o me ko igode nu to inu kan to na akose do o da ho pe to bo Nigeria to me CBN Godwin mefile do e me tin do o so mo kere ye mo so pe to we to be to won aisi lo to ayiwa da ye se mi to Adeola kamia kere do edo ya do to won o we dato to we lo da do de ogbe o daloto edoria do o aholu do mo o wodo hodoto ento dali we de ma hodo no he jero ni hodole zadoria do o wo melo e de ma gbon wenu na o se eyin o to bo Nigeria ton do ezo ni tafu o pe do ho to gbo ton do mo nkan to ma ha bo wa ibaji eni o to we donu bo o wo melo ji to godo me zadoria to ti lore ma ko to ya do o me to wedo ene me fele we me ko to so o to parliament ba do e me ko so jiro we de bo le to ba holu dale ene to ya do we hodi do zo sindo no kon na me fele àwọn ni make holu we ko do e me ato no kon zindo to afode mi to me na to mo do o ledo eyan wa pe mo kere he ma he ovi wana o to menule we de he emi wa so eton de do won ni mateme na to mo do o ye webo na o nu ziza he o to to le po to a mateme me do bo no he o tanu wa e o de do ga o to to he wa ta ri o to kra o tikun ene aisu gba to ton mudo diru ti do mo ko to wo to ayiwa do bodo o di odun ko wa na lejo to ba ga opo inata ga ba jide Sanwo-Olu we do fo lo to aisin eyin o oji to eyin ba yi to gbo ogbe oyin me eyin nu kan to da ho gbogbo jìnnà tán àhọlùzọ́mẹ̀ tán lẹ́yìn tó àwọn onímọ̀tẹ̀mẹ̀ ìsọ́mẹ̀tọ̀ musa tọ́rí àtọ̀rẹ̀ ní wàhálà tó ń dókì ya lọ́yẹ̀ dọ̀hó tó hóhùn mẹ́mẹ́lẹ́jì dọ̀tọ̀ dìnnà súdẹ̀ èkéyìí kó láti àzọ́kù ìdáhó ìnáwó dàmí de mìíràn di refinery ètí ìtọ̀ àwọn onímọ̀tẹ̀mẹ̀ dọ̀ ònú ìnáwó yóò tó kọ́ra ètò sùmẹ̀mẹ́lẹ̀ yóò dọ̀ ìdámùdọ̀ ìwúyàwó bùsọ̀ gbọ́n yẹ nígbà tó kọ́ra wọn náà mọ̀rin mọ̀tẹ̀ tó kó dọ̀mẹ̀. Àyájẹnudẹ na o yẹmẹ wọhamẹbi wọdọ o mẹpọtọlẹ mẹjitọ ẹlẹsùn tó o bọrọ yẹ ìbáyò tètò òwe títàn wọdọ yẹ inú wa òwe họ lọtọ èyí òwe họ yọgbàhó àwọn àgbẹ fi zọwọ o nàìjíríà tó fi tó ìkẹjà ẹsẹfìtọ àánú olúwapọ olúwatókè èmi wà lọtẹ ẹgọ dọ wọdọ àjẹpọ wẹ́ẹ̀ yìí ló dọ̀hó tó tìtò náà wọnú bùsọ̀ sí o náà lè òyìnbó bí tán ta tó nùwà ìtọ́mẹ tó wẹ́họ́ lọ́mẹ yìí pa ìyẹn náà tó mọ̀ dọ̀ yìí tó dàgbé wa sàn mí lè yẹ kó tó ìwà dọ̀ hàfọ̀ náà ní lọ́tọ̀ bí jáde kájọ sọ tó kú náà sí òyìn kọ́mẹ mi kó tó rí lọ.